The Madman! Welcome to a pretty crazy game. Do you find yourself unlucky in the early game? You know, these units, they just all suck. Never lucky. I'll have you know, by the way, my rank is at risk by doing this demonstration, as I've done about 5 times so far. But I've learned so much. Warning, your rank may also take a big hit if you try this. We're unveiling the open fort strategy.
Enchanted, I'm sure.
I'm gonna just take this just to ensure that I can actually beat the next creep wave.
I'll cut 'em all down.
So look at this hodgepodge of crappy units. Maybe you find yourself in this situation. There's nowhere to go. You're guaranteed to lose round 4. Then why not embrace it with the open fort? Also, it would have been nice if I got a druid so I can buy those enchantresses to +1 gold. Didn't get too lucky this time, oh well. By the way, before doing the open fort strategy, make sure to look around, make sure no one else is doing the open fort strategy. Really bad if 2 people do the open fort. Just saying that ahead of time in case this becomes super popular. Because what is the open fort strategy? You're going to lose, so you might as well collect a lot of interest. You're going to lose, so you might as well get a huge losing streak and race up to 50 money. Get so much money that people's mind will be blown. If you want to get fancy, you can also try to sneak in a little bit of victory on rounds where you don't collect full interest. But be careful, because if opponents have units that summon more units, you can actually lose even harder than you normally would have, so be sure to check around before doing that. Also, be careful not to accidentally win. But against pretty much every composition, it would be extremely unlikely for your 4 random units to like actual win. Though this is dangerously close, but perfect result for me. I managed to shave off the amount of damage that I took. And throughout, if you happen to be able to combine 2 enchantresses, you'll make extra money. So that's pretty sweet. So off that unit, get up to 30 money. Every 10 gold gets you an interest, so the goal is to maximize the amount of interest you get. 16 is the same as 10, so there I can feel free to spend a little bit of money. As you're collecting your interest, peruse everyone's board, make sure that you get a general idea of what everyone is going. You get an idea of what you're not going to see as often, but you're going to be entirely at the mercy of what comes up, and you have to be ready to rapidly descend down that path. This is again a turn in which you're going to have extra money.
Time for target practice.
With bones and
When you play with
Could
the
consider
you tend to get burned.
putting a few guys in the stable, seeing if they're really good units. Maybe you forego a little bit of interest on the following round in order to try to double up on some of these.
My quiver and bow are ready.
And again, it's dangerous to put the units out on the board because you could lose to a greater extent, now that people can have Lycan and Furion and stuff like that, they can summon units if the battle goes on too long. And your chances of killing a unit very slim. But with enough scouting, maybe you can make that judgment call to maybe try to pull off a small advantage, kill a unit. Probably not worth it though. So, as I've taken a glance around, I note that trolls seem to be popular. Also, knights seem to be popular. 43, 44, 46, 49 money. So, we're going to want to Shadow Fiend. Nice one to grab. I would love to pick up that Lycan, but money is tight. I'll sell Draw Ranger for it.
A wolf in man's clothing.
This is because this is only 49 money, so I'm not losing out on any interest here. Round 10 is basically where the game begins for you. Although round 8 and round 9, you get a little bit of small setup towards your units. And you get a small head start on what you can get. And that can begin a little bit earlier too if you note like you're getting a lot of duplicates of something. So here we go. The game is afoot, starting round 10. You're probably going to lose to these creeps, but...
My quiver and bow are ready.
maybe you can take one out if you get really lucky. Nice, everything is focus firing this, so I actually have a decent chance of taking one down. Woohoo! Free Void Stone. The chances of taking one down here are actually really slim, so glad that I actually took one down.
Action, action, hand.
Get to level 6. And also get to level 7 pretty fast to get those good units. Look around, see what everyone's doing. It looked like Warrior is somewhat open, as Knights and Trolls appear to be popular. I also have 2 Hunters here right now, so maybe the idea is to go Warrior Hunter? Maybe? We're gonna really see when level 7 begins, but up until then, a few inclinations here, there, still collecting my full interest, collecting my 13 money each round. Huge amount of money.
A wolf in man's clothing.
Gotta stay very careful not to, like, win. So check the lowest ranked people, make sure your army isn't somehow better than theirs. That I should still lose to. And that I should still lose to. Ooh, that... 6 assassins. Ooh, okay. Might actually beat that. But we're not gonna worry too much about it. Oh, there's the 6 assassins. Okay, we didn't beat it. Nowhere close. It's like highly variable based on... not even close. Anyways, you're not expected to beat anything between rounds 10 and 14. Get to level 7. Next round, hold Alt, see the amount of XP I have. Ooh, nice. A Lycan, that's a good base. Managed to actually pick up 3 warriors. So, decent synergy going on here. And pick up the Alchemist. We have a Warlock.
And I'm the brawn.
I'm actually a little bit scared of winning, so I'm gonna take this out. We will voluntarily handicap ourselves a little bit. Just because the guys I saw here, like, their armies, they're not that good. I want to lose so I can collect that losing streak. I consider it extremely unusual that I won here. But we won. Okay. That's a bad, because we're gonna miss out on some gold. But sometimes you win early. This strategy is highly variable. It's like being on the verge of bankruptcy and then pulling up at the last second. If you pull up too early, you don't have enough gas to keep going, because that losing streak carries you. So now I'm going to be much more encouraged to like actually try to win. Since you want to go transition from losing streak to winning streak ideally. And is that very hard to do? Yes. The more income, though, that you collect from losing streak, the more likely you are to pull up very sharply. I actually see what caused me to win. It's this level 2 Lycan. It's so strong early. I guess we'll win.
Axe in hand. Axe grows stronger.
Do a little bit of re-rolling.
From the deeps, I rise.
I should have replaced Drow Ranger with another Lycan. The amount of re-rolling that you need to do is going to be highly variable based on, you know, how dangerous you feel. Usually, by the way, around round 15, I would expect the losing streak to continue up until here. And then you're going to want to, having collected an additional 12 losing income, to hard reroll into the army you want. But now I'm a bit more relaxed. And we can see that we're in a much better spot than the people below us. This guy only has 4 money left. And lost to wolves. This guy only has 30 money. And I bet their armies are going to be pretty weak. I'll take a look at them, but I need to focus on quickly getting my stuff here. Get her done.
My quiver and bow are ready.
Time for target practice.
Master of beasts.
The goal initially when you're on the stabilization path is as many 2 stars as possible. Doesn't really matter what they are, just go for it and have a general idea of what you're building towards. Strong independent units. It's like you've only entered the early mid game, even though most other people will be in the mid game. Eventually, you'll run into the guy who's been winning all this time, and they have an insane deck. Hopefully earlier rather than later, so your losing streak continues. 3 warlocks.
From the deeps, I rise.
Due to not having rolled very many units, you have to rapidly decide which units do I want to keep, which ones do I keep going, and going to level 8 is very helpful because you'll get that extra space in deciding what actually are you going to build towards. And I definitely need to start pulling up and getting a huge win streak now. So I'm going to get to the level 8 and then go for it. Go for being able to take down the leader even. Or perhaps at the very least everyone other than the leader. Hey, Tidehunter.
The hunter feasts.
One nice side effect is that you are almost certain to be the first player to level 8. 7, 7. 7, even though he's on 100% win streak. 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 8. Well, you'll be one of the first players to level 8, I should say. Some people are actually desperate because they're on the verge of death, which is why they've leveled up faster. So in general, I've got a few ideas here. 1 is to go Warriors, 2 is to go Dragon Knight, Viper, Puck. Give that up. Oh my god, another... what the heck? And give Slardar up. That Hunter is weaker than this right now. And we have the level 3, we have the level 2 Dragon Knight, so I'm just looking for a Puck. This is pretty spicy. The leader finally lost one, so given how far the win streak has been for the leader, I don't expect to place first here, but second would be very nice.
A wolf in man's clothing.
Control Warlord. We're going for a bunch of these guys back. Unlikely that I actually get the Viper and the Puck for a while, so just gonna make Dragon Knight get up there and gain the mana in the original way. Usually you really rarely want to save for level 3 this fast because there's so many gaps you still have to fill in behind, so I'm gonna sell off this Lycan. Put a plate mail on Dragon Knight probably. Hey, Puck.
What is this? A game of some sort?
It's worth getting rid of the Warlock synergy right now. I think. No, the Warrior synergy. Both. No, this is probably best. Put plate mail on you. Sell this off. I'm actually feeling pretty comfortable, so I'm going to save up some interest. Dragon Knight, very strong as usual. See myself climbing up the ranks. Feels really good when you're doing this strategy and you see everyone start falling below you.
Time for target practice.
I have 3 Wind Rangers, but here's where I have to decide, do I actually pursue the Wind Ranger? 1, 2, 3 is set. The Shadow Fiend is better. Probably just gonna hold until level 9, and Wind Ranger might be the unit I put out. But this unit is currently weaker than all of these. Juggernaut's kind of a question mark right now. It is an orc and a warrior. Iffy. Perhaps replace Troll. Dragon Knight doing work. I'm actually just gonna sell this stuff for the Juggernaut. Seen a lot of Lycans. I'll pick this up. Start the pet project of a level 3. Gonna go up to level 9. We have a decent unit to place out there. Tidehunter number 2. Also Warlock strong. given that I'm actually starting to lose HP, and with this strategy you don't have a lot of HP to spare. You gotta ensure that you don't lose. Which is why it's usually best to curve way down and then way up on a winning streak on the way up. Which is why I do like to lose a bit more than I lost. But we inconveniently stopped losing pretty fast.
Axe in hand.
I almost certainly want to put in the 2 warlocks, but they should probably be level 2 before doing so. And level 9 is probably where I'm going to stick. Managed to hit level 9 before everyone else. I have a few gaps to fill, such as Viper level 2, Puck level 2. Getting a Tidehunter would be nice, but pretty unlikely. Juggernaut. Start my alchemist project.
And I'm the brawn.
We're low enough that I do feel the need to stay in front of the danger. So, in other words, I don't feel the need to collect full interest. There's no way the Lycan project works out. I'm just selling to go up to the next level of interest though. Okay.
Ever more venomous.
Oh.
What is this? A game of... I pupate anew.
Okay, let's get rid of these guys. Toss in these guys. Interesting, no warrior line at all. It's just gonna be alchemist and a bunch of Tidehunters. And I think I feel confident enough with that. Let's just sell off these guys as well. They've served their purpose. And we're finally cleaning up our strategy. Into the end game. Where we can put out some cool units. Like techies. Would have been fun if I had bought earlier if I knew another one's coming up.
What is this? A game of some
I feel
sort?
confident enough to collect interest. The level 9. Is this army scary? No, I think I can take it. Level 8. Pretty scary. We're up against the first player here. Leader. See how I do. We're good. No, we're not. It's close. Boy, is it close. But that's a good sign. That guy collected so much winning streak money. To have a chance at actually beating him, it's incredible.
The dragon comes for war. The dragon comes for...
And oh man, if I get a 3rd Dragon Knight. I actually think we can beat him. Oh my god. Okay, sometimes you get a little bit lucky too. A little bit of luck. Always helps. Who do we replace? One of the Tidehunters.
I am unfamiliar with this feeling.
I don't think we have the room for techies, so I'm gonna sell for the interest and to simplify the position. can build so many
A game of some sort?
Dragon Slayer parts, Dragon Knight parts. Next level I'm going to go for the level 10. Burn! AoE! That's me. That's a very good sign. Streak terminated. Ooh, Viper level 2.
Poison. Who needs legs when you got wings? Behold my beauty.
Thus, the fort is starting to close. It was a trap. The fort was not really open. It was fake. That anti-mage just drained the mana of my Tidehunter. That sucked. Gotta watch his Tidehunter or his mana Demon Hunter guy positioning. Got both of my Tidehunters, I think. Which, no.
What is this? A game of some sort?
This is the dragon. So spread out a bit. Oh, Optimus. Oh, no, this is not the dragon yet. I'm way ahead of myself. Because I'm actually ahead of where I usually am. Hey, items. Potentially better Warlock. Venomancer or Alchemist better? Alchemist is better for me. Alchemist is way better. So we will actually get rid of Venomancer. I'm gonna need to protect these Tidehunters a bit more so they don't just instant die. Nice. Actually got it off. Both off. Sweet. What am I searching for? A Tidehunter? Dragon Knights? Medusas, potentially? Gonna try to keep at that 2 income since he does still have a lot of health left. This could go on for a bit. He's actually at 50 money. I might want to take a moment to restore my health. 10 or Tidehunter? Dragon Knight.
I could eat a shark.
I'm going to start to be in a weird position where I don't have enough units. Good units. So this is where we start to try to find Medusa, level 2. Or Medusa level 1 was actually best to put in there because of the manga bonus. Takis, Kunkka. Well, possibly good. Let's roll for more. Takis. Well, that could be fun. Takis? Tide Hunter.
The hunter.
Okay. Wait, Medusa is currently better. Don't think. Lycan? Lycan is probably weaker than Tide Hunter. Yep. Time to get rid of Lycan. Also, Kunkka is probably stronger than Lycan also. As we enter the age of AoE. There's no way the pucks ever get done. Oh, hello, level 2 techies. Watch the anti-mage positioning. That's representing this square. Need some chump to stand here. This is a NPC around the... Oh, blade mail. Okay. Thing? We put that on techies. We'll put this crown on techies. Paying attention to this, this anti-mage. We just gotta dance around it. Here, so that's fine. Pretty overly confident to actually go for 3 interest right now. That's actually wild. I should reroll. Okay. 20 money, that's a little bit more bearable.
Behold my beauty.
Time to shove off.
Okay. Just a setup. Kaboom! Easy. And that's how I won, with more losses than the guy who one struck his way through the first like 15, 20 rounds.